see if I see anybody here.
All right, we're gonna try something here. Got the iPad, got it charged up. I was watching Jane on it to make sure it wasn't like a blackout. You know, this is funny. She uses I think like a StreamYard, and my screen does not go black. When I am watching straight from Facebook, my screen goes black. I can see comments, I just can't see the presenter, so I've got to start turning on different, there we are. I just have to turn on different devices. Whoops. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Stick with me for a second, because you know I've got technical issues. I like to bring my iPad up so that I can read comments. Swipe up, no, swipe left. Oh my God, I figured it out. Oh, Josie. Now, I guess it won't matter if I can't see off from there. I'm gonna turn a light on. Hopefully this light gets hot. Oh, shoot. I forgot I had this sitting here. You know, we're always working. Hold on, let me move this. Oh, Josie. Okay. Oh, how's everybody? Okay, I am so excited about today. I love these events. I am hoping the light will be good enough, so I'm going to, and I'm going to tilt my phone down in just a second. All right, before I forget, Christine from Reimagined for Your Home will be on after me, and I want to thank Lisa and Jane for such wonderful projects. So I'm going to set that aside for a second. So my project today is, I'm actually 2 kits in a week. I'm launching a new kit today. And I thought, you know, I think this could be appropriate for a picnic, because it's more about what I'm going to be painting would be more about what you might see if you're on a picnic. So our new kit is called Cards from the Heart. And I'm going to show you a picture. We've got 6 different designs, and they're all nature, to do with nature basically. So we've got a ladybug, a bee, a bird, a butterfly, and a flower. The only thing that doesn't have to do with nature is there's a cute little watering can. So I figured I could choose any one of these, because other than the watering can, you could see any of these on a picnic, right? And the cool thing is tomorrow I have a birthday party to go to, our friend Tom's birthday. And my intention when I came out with these Cards from the Heart kits was, instead of buying a card, right, make one. And then it also becomes a keepsake. So that's what we're going to work on today. We have such a deal going on too. We have a sample pack. If you buy all 6, they're $8 each. But if you buy all 6, it's $40. And while supplies last, you get a honeycomb paint. So they're live right now. If you want to go after my, in between the lives, go to the Paint Pixie website and buy yourself a kit, or buy the sample kit, because you're going to save $16 if you buy all the 6 samples, or 6 different ones. All right, so I've decided I want to do our bird. So it's going to be super cute, and I'll show you what you get. So every kit's going to come, with a wood banner. There we go. So every kit will come with the wood banner. Let's point you down, you can see better, because you don't need to really see me fully on. You're going to get, whether it's the ladybug, the bee, the bird, the watering can, butterfly, or flower, you're going to get a cutout, and I'm going to do the bird today. It's going to be so cute. You will get a little tag that comes with a really pretty cord. It might be gold, might be silver, might be whatever, but it's going to be really pretty. It may not be gold. And then for the bird kit, Whoops, let's throw that away. Well, every kit you're going to get a wood heart because it's cards from the heart, right? So I've decided every kit needs a heart. So the bird kit's going to get 4 of the hearts. And you know I'm all about my crowns. So I'm kind of calling this, if any of you camped or have camped, there is, I think it's the blue jay that is called the camp thief, right? Because they'll swoop down and take your food. So that could happen at a picnic, right? So you know me, I love my crown. So since this doesn't have that notch that the blue jay has, it's going to get a crown to kind of represent that notch. So you'll see that, right? So you'll get a crown with your bird, and you're going to get a couple of different rhinestones, because you know I love my rhinestones. And even though this is going to my friend Tom, you know, he'll still love the fact that it came from my heart, and his wife can display it, right? So that's what you're going to get. Also, you're going to get, I curated some beautiful papers for this kit. And these are just samples I just want to show you. And they're double, most of them are double-sided with different designs. So now I just have to decide which design I want to use, right? So this is one that has the same design. That reminds me of my bubbles when I used to do bubbles. This is one of my favorites. So some of you are going to get this one. So now I'm just trying to decide. I'm not going to go totally pink. I want to make sure I go with some blue. See, that's got the green. This is the dark and the light. And I'm telling you, these are just a smidgen of the designs. That's a good blue one too. This one and this one. And I love this one too. And that's got that on the back. So I'm thinking, since it's for my friend Tom, and I'm going to do the bird, I'm going to use Bon Vinny Cocktail for my bird. So I think what I want to do is, I think I'm going to choose this one because it's got the, even though it's got the cherry blossoms, I think the Bon Vinny Cocktail is going to be really pretty with it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to base coat my my board, and because you're going to get 2 of these in your kits, 2 different ones, not the same ones, so you have choices. So there we go. I always like to see what you see. And hold on, I'm going to turn the overhead light on. Maybe that'll help. It gets really hot in here. That helped a little bit, I think. Let me, let's see if I get this light a little closer. My table's gonna tip. If I'm not careful. This is the base of this is so heavy. Alrighty. And that's not gonna do because it's going to be in the way. All right, we're just gonna have to make it work however we can, right? Well, that's now facing me, Josie. That's not gonna do any good. Okay, I think that's okay. That's the best I can get it. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna base coat this in white. In the saltwater tapping, you can use whatever color you want. We've got 30 different colors you can choose from, but since I'm using a light colored paper, I think I want to go light. And I like to, and like Jane, my thing is clogged. But I got these at Harbor Freight. I've got these cool little things here that I can stick right into the hole and unclog it. You know why it clogs? Because I don't shut it properly. That's why it clogs. Alrighty. I can just squeeze it. Whoa! Oh my gosh. That was not good. That's way too much paint. Oh my goodness. I'll end up doing this. Oh my goodness. Because I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. right? I just feel like when I base coat raw wood, and I could do this with the sealers as well, the primers, anything. When I go to decoupage, when I use my force field or my meltdown, I feel like it's not soaking into the wood like it would if it was raw, right? And these are just little thin pieces of, I don't know, what do they make these out of? Baltic? Also, what you could do with your second piece of decoupage paper is you could decoupage the back if you want to make it look really pretty, right? So you've got, you know, or you've got two pieces. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but I have ripped my paper when I'm using it, especially if I've got my decoupage medium on and then I try to lift it off and it's already starting to stick, it rips. So that's why I usually give you like extra paper in your kits, just in case something like that happens. At least you'll have something to replace it with. All right, so we can set this aside for now. I'll put that in water. I've got my trusty, my favorite brand of wipes. These are like all natural based, no chemicals in them. And you could go straight to the Barrick Mac website. No, I think she's working on her website. I think you can, on Facebook, you can message her if you want to buy these. So I know a lot of us are using them because they're really good. There we go. So now we'll work on just painting our little elements. And then we'll be able to put everything together, right? So what I did is I just took a little box. I see so many artists doing this and I always say, why don't I do that? Oh, you know what? I should have. You could decoupage that or you could paint it. I'm thinking, I'm going to hold off and see how much of the, even though I'm not going to paint it first. That's so little, I can make a decision in it. Do you think I can make a decision? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know about myself. When I think I can make one, I can't. All right, so let's get Mr. Camp Robber here painted, and this time I'm not gonna squirt it on the surface. There we go. I'm gonna squirt it into my little tray. These little trays are great, guys. I get them from Chaulk Couture. Oh, I know what else. So, I'm thinking about, I kind of think out loud, right? Now, it's really hard to find these cutouts without that hole. So, what I like to do is I could do one of two things. I could cover it. No, that's not going to work. I like to take my quick dry spackle. So give me a second. It's right here. You know, everything's right close when I work in my craft area. Let me grab and I'm going to show you what I should have done first. So we'll go ahead and dry this. Tammy, it's a card kit. Yes, it is. They're live on the Pink Pixie website. You can read about what you get. You get all this stuff. I've always thought handcrafted cards, especially like when I would get them from my children, they mean so much. And this would actually be a great kit at $8 a kit. This would be a great kit for you to buy for your kids, your grandkids. How about a birthday party for a kid? The one thing I guess I always, because we sell to adults that usually do things with kids. Maybe what I need to do is write up a little, what do you want to call it? Like a, oh shoot, Josie, what are you trying to say here? Like an instruction kit that the kids could follow maybe? All right, so this is what I should have done first. And now I've determined, I guess my bird's gonna go this way. See, I wasn't even thinking. Uh-oh. Okay. I can always paint the other side though, right? Thinking maybe like that in the tree. And then I'll have this part to cut off and maybe that becomes part of the tag. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this is what I like to do. I like to go ahead and put a piece of tape over the hole, just like that. Except for I have to quit putting my paper down on the tape. You know me, I'm a little airheaded and I get kind of nervous on these days. Then I just grab, this is quick dry. It's called Fast Dry. It's made by DAP. I get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can get it, I'm sure, like at Ace. Any of your hardware stores carry DAP. All right. Let's see. I could buy them from a craft group. Oh, you have a craft group, Melinda? I didn't know that. All right. This won't take long to dry. Hello, Laura Louise, my friend. How was your vacation? Good afternoon, everyone. Summer here from, hi, Summer. I wish the comments would stay up on the iPad. If there is, hey, Renee, if there is a secret to keeping the comments up on the iPad, can you share that with me? Because mine disappear like in a second. I don't know if there's a setting or what. So this is going to be our little camp robber. When I put the crown on him, you can pretend it's that little notch on the top of the head. So I think it's blue jays, right? Blue jays, not blue birds that are camp. And I could be wrong. Is it bluebirds that are camp robbers? I'm thinking it's a blue jay, but I don't know much about my birds. And then I always like to just, I'm just using my emery board as sandpaper like I always do. There we go. Just smooth it out in case there's any lumps. Now I'm ready to put another coat. So this is our Bon Vinny cocktail. If you like this shade of blue, it is just beautiful. This is always kind of reminding me of that peacock blue. It's vibrant and it's really pretty. And in certain lights, sometimes you'll see like it's not green at all. It's definitely blue, bright blue, but almost like a green undertone to it. So this is when I can see I probably should have sanded that little area a little better, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a birthday card, right? And it's still from my heart, cards from the heart. I'll need to go ahead and put another coat over the spackle. I'm going to put that in the water. But in the meantime, I was thinking for my hearts, even though the paper is pink, I think I'm going to do, at least for the moment, I'm going to do candied papaya hearts. Because I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't do a pink heart. It is going to a guy. So we're going to use candied papaya. So this is what you're going to get in this kit. As far as the wood, you're going to get 4 hearts. the bird, 2 little gems, and the crown. Now, you may not want to use the crown for a guide, but I'm going to, because he won't care. Alrighty. And I better keep track of my time. Okay, we're doing good. I think I want to do another coat of the candy papaya. So I'm going to dry it real quick. I dry the bird. And then I'll do another quick coat. Now, candy papaya is also, it's a very bright, deep orange. I wanted a more sophisticated orange in our color palette instead of that really bright pumpkin type orange. But if you wanted to change the shade of it, you could add white to make it lighter. You could add honeycomb or bright yellow or even lemon crinkle, and it would tone down the brightness of these. If you could even add, if you want to make it even a little darker, you could add chocolate souffle or dark brown. Sometimes you just have to play around before you start painting something. Make little samples for yourself. I do that a lot. Especially when you're making a custom color. I've made the mistake of thinking some color combinations are going to work together well and make a pretty color, and I can tell you this, I have made some ugly colors. Because sometimes what happens, since like the yellow and the blues and the red, like that we carry the candy apple honeycomb and even this Bombini cocktail, they may be our brightest in those color families, but we don't have true primary colors. Candy apple might be the closest to a true red, but I don't have a true blue or a true yellow. So sometimes when you're color mixing and the other pigments they use to make that particular color may not go well with, it could make weird colors. That's when it kind of brings it out. So always make really small little, like use these trays. Always make small little samples for yourself. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do another, whoa, I got dust on the bird. And so you can even use the lid, right? It all works. I'm going to base coat that area that I patched, where I covered the hole. Anyways, I think I started, you know me, my mind goes a mile a minute. But anyway, it's really hard to find these cutouts without holes. They are all designed to be ornaments of some sort. Okay. I think that's going to do it for that. I'm going to set that aside over here. I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. And now I'm going to dry this. This is still a little wet. And I've got to decide if I want to paint my tag or not. So let me dry that real quick, just to make sure it's really dry. Okay. I want to make sure, just set that over here. I want to make sure you can see what I'm working on. Oh, I hate that the light, let's see. Let me bring you down. Let's see if we can't get a better light on that. That's a little better. Okay, so I've decided decided I'm going to just use force field today on this. The reason being, I have a lot of it. And why not use up the one I have the most of? I did bring out, I've made a mistake in the past of using a really good brush to decoupage with, and I had forgotten I used it, forgot to wash it. So I made sure I brought out an old brush that I don't care if it gets ruined. Okay, I want to make sure. I like to put a lot on. Force field, I find that force field dries really fast. Oh, I forgot something else. Okay. Hold on, you know me, I want to show you how to do this really the right way and not scramble. So I'm going to take my paper, and I think we've determined the bird will sit in, I think we have. The bird's going to sit in the trees, in the branches. So the paper is pretty much the exact size of the banner. So I do, as far as the length, so I do want to make sure I get everything covered. And then, just like if you have ever wallpapered, right, you want to take, take it from the middle because of the bubbles. There you go. And then, so I like to use my scraper. You can use anything you have. And then I like to use my brayer. And I use a rubber brayer. I think you can buy these, I think at Hobby Lobby. I know you can get them on Amazon. I've got a bunch of cheapies, I think made by Mod Podge, but I think they're plastic, but I could be wrong. Those are in storage. All right. So we've got that. Dry it so that I can sand it. Isn't that pretty paper though? Whoa. Right, Anita, isn't that pretty? Oh, hi Beth, I just saw you. And I didn't know about that it hurts the algorithm to come in as a business page. I wonder why. I usually like to come in as my personal page so people know that it's me, being that there's so many affiliates that, you know, are Paint Pixie. And then I'm just taking my file. I love these nail files. I buy them by the dozen on Amazon. I think they're like $8. They're really cheap. See, make sure you can see what I'm doing. And I love how paper looks when it's been sanded. I love the edges. So I just left a little bit of the edge on, you know, overlapping. But look how pretty that is, right? So now what I want to do, because these pieces, I like these little, how this banner has these little zigzag design. Just like that. And hi Tony, how are you? Thank you, Kelly. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for watching the presenters. Today our theme is picnic. And even though you wouldn't find a card on a picnic, but you could. You could find a card on a picnic if you're going to a party. But what I've chosen to do is show you our brand new kit that I just launched this morning called Cards from the Heart. And I'm using our bird because you would definitely see, I would think you would see a bird on a picnic. Are there any countries that don't have birds. And I'm calling mine the camp robber. Oh, and there's Mr. Hey, Mr. Pixie.
What?
Is the camp robber the blue jay or blue bird?
Blue jay.
It's the blue jay. Okay, I was right. Camp robber is the blue jay. Oh my God, I love this paper. And I'm not going to put a sealer on top yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my pieces down. And then once everything's glued down, I can just seal everything all at once. I think that's what we're going to do. Hi, Regina. How are you today? I'm going to go ahead and turn my glue gun on, get it ready. And hopefully, and I've got to decide, oh, this was the leftover paper. That could be really pretty, right, as a matching tag. And I could leave, oh, I think we're going to do that. If I do it like this, I can write his birthday, or his name, like to Tom. Happy birthday, right? You put just a little message. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut off these excess pieces. So for those of you just joining, we are launching our new little mini kit called Cards from the Heart. They're available on the website right now. And there we go. And they are $8 each, or you get a special, if you buy a 6-pack, which would be one of each, you get a special price and some paint. Well, you know, paint is while supplies last, because this isn't our kit of the month. This is just a bonus kit. I'm getting ready to leave for Italy in a few weeks. I leave August 30th and I'll be gone for over 3 weeks. And so what I'm trying to do is get our kits on the website, and we'll be launching our fall kits at the end of the month before I leave, because I'm the only one that knows how to work my website. So I need to make sure I get everything launched. So you'll, and then I don't get back until September 23rd, and that'll be just in time to launch our October kits. So I have been busy curating kits, and then, you know, it's the holidays, and I've got some special kits coming up. For the holidays, you know, things that you could make and give as gifts. Just fun stuff, right? So we've got, look how pretty that'll be once, look at that. See, so that's what you could do with your little piece of paper, depending on how you arrange it on your banner. And since I am going to put my bird over here, you know, I feel like I'm going to tilt you down even more. Let's, so that you can really see. There we go. And then I think it helps with the light. Let me, okay, what I love is I can see you from my iPad, so I see what you're seeing. I am loving this. All right. Oh, we've got Mr. Bird. And I've chosen for the moment to do orange, our candy papaya hearts instead of pink, because it's going to my friend Tom for his birthday tomorrow. And I thought, well, the paper can be pink and blue because the bird's blue, and I think that'll be just fine. I'm going to put that in water for now. So pretend the crown is his, I don't even know. Mr. Pixie, do you know what it's called, that top of the head, that notch they have up there?
I think you just said it, notch.
Is it just a notch?
I don't know
Okay.
what it's called.
Okay. So we're going to call it a notch that's at the top of a blue jay's head.
It's not a quill, right?
Is it a quill? I don't know. So with these hearts, I could do all sorts of things. I could... Now there is a cutout right here for the wings, so I'm not sure I will use my idea here. But this is where sometimes it's just fun to play. I mean, I think that could look at that. I think that could be really pretty as kind of like representing his wings, right? What do you think of that? Do you like that? Crowns. Lindy, are they called crowns?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lindy just said they're called crowns. Oh my gosh, and look, we have a crown for it. So this is our camp robber with a crown to represent his crown. Oh my gosh, I never knew that. Thank you, Lindy.
I think a camp robber doesn't have a crown.
Oh, is it a bluebird?
Blue jay has a crown.
Oh, but I thought blue jays were camp robbers.
Yeah, but they have crowns. Camp robbers.
Oh, well, our camp robber's going to have a crown.
Okay.
All right. And someone else is calling it a crest. Well, I don't know.
It's a
So-
thingamajig.
It's a thingamajig. Kind of like... See, this is where I get lost in the details. I could keep it really simple like this, right? It could represent the wings, or do this. And then I can come back. I actually took out some copper, some new penny, and kind of outline the wings. So which way is, do you have a preference? Any preferences as to, should the hearts be, and I always like to put a heart on the tag. I think it's really cute. So what do you think? Hearts off, hearts as wings? I like the hearts as wings too. So let's get our bird, let's get Mr. Blue Jay glued. Grab my glue gun. Uh-oh. What did I drop? I dropped something. Just gonna use my glue gun. Glue them on. So I don't know. Oh, I dropped my glue stick. Okay, it came out. Because it wasn't really empty yet. Okay. And like I said, afterwards, I'm going to seal everything all together. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I got plenty of time. Oh, shoot, I always forget this. I did it the other day. I can do it before I glue the crown on. I want to just outline him a little bit in copper. And I thought of outlining the hearts in copper as well. You know, gold is my thing, but I'm gonna use the copper. Something a little different. Alrighty, so a brush I like to use when I do this is my cat's tongue. It's really, do you see it's flat? There's just something about the size. I really like it. So, whoa. I'm gonna have to be really careful here. I just wanna, I should have done this before I glued them, but oh well. I just want a little outline, a little kind of a definition. that's pretty with the copper. This is, you know why copper looks so pretty with these blues is because as copper patinas, you get, or, right, as copper patinas, you get like blues and greens. So sorry, I'm concentrating on my edge here. Oh, and I have to fix that. I brought up a little piece of my paper there. Okay. So before I launched or came out, you know, with these kits, I actually sent out several of them to our followers to give me their opinions. And my big thing was when you receive this, like you could mail this. This is only about per card. It's less than 2 ounces, or about 2 ounces maybe. So you could stick this in a first class envelope and mail it and put a few stamps on it. And it wouldn't cost a whole lot. It probably wouldn't cost you any more than when you send those big fat Hallmark type cards. So my big thing with the ones that I sent out was, how did you feel? Did you feel joy? Did they make you happy when you received it? You know, knowing that they were, you know, handcrafted, and they all told me yes, they did. Oh, I think I'm going to paint these copper. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that's when I decided, you know what, I think it would be fun. And again, even if you didn't want to make them as a card, think about these as gifts that you could give to even kids to do, right? When my grandchildren were young, they loved doing crafts with me. And actually, Ezra, who's 8, still does. When I go to Vegas and I'm visiting and I stay with them, he's like, can we paint, Nana? And my daughter, Melissa, told me he never asks if I will paint with him, Mom. So see, it's become something that is special between Ezra and myself. And I used to do the same thing with Zanaya, my granddaughter, his sister. The kids would spend the night, and we always did a craft, always. And it was so fun. I loved it. I really miss it because I don't live in Las Vegas anymore, and that's where the kids live. And now I have great-grandchildren that I don't get to see because I don't live there either. But this would be really fun, like if I could get my daughter Amanda to do some little kits like this with her grandchildren, right? So I think I'm going to do some copper along the edge here. You know, you can't go wrong. You just cannot go wrong, like highlighting areas. It really, I can see it already. It makes a huge difference. And if you're not familiar with our liquid pixie dust, it's our metallics, and they're highly pigmented. They're, in my opinion, probably some of the best on the market. I don't say that because I sell it. I say it because I used to paint walls, and I was very particular about the brand of metallics I would use. So I know my finger's in the way. Here we go. Can you tell? See how, I'm trying to, sorry. Yes, Janice got one. So look how pretty that is. So now I'm going to do it on the outside of my card while my hearts are drying. Let's See, like I said, what I love about that, it's flat, and I just kind of flatten it down. And this is called a cat's tongue, the brushes that I'm using. It's a wonderful brush. I remember when I was ordering these for the turquoise iris, it wasn't even a brush she uses, because they are actually for watercolorists from what I found out. And I just thought it was fun. I'm like, oh, I love that. And it has become one of my favorite brushes for this type of thing. You know, right? I'm not a canvas artist. I just know what I like to use, and I would even use these if I was still doing murals on walls. All right, we're almost done. Oh, good. Okay, I'll be able to finish this up in time. And it was honestly, I was afraid I would be done too soon. Because you can see, you know what? Easily done in an hour. Right? You can see that. Let's stick that in water. All right. Let's get his crown, his crest. We're just going to say it's whatever it is we need it to be, right? Woo! This is a hot glue gun. And those are the areas that are raised. I'm kind of holding it wrong. I just need to dot those high areas, I think. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it is so hot, I can feel it through the crown. Is that cute so far? Debbie, I hope you will consider getting these and creating some really pretty cards with her. You know, I think you can't go wrong, even if you just are, you know, if you're on, another reason why I wanted to come out with these is I know people are on a limited budget. We just are, not, you know, and it gives something for everybody, right? A price range, a price point. So, you know, at $8 each, it makes it a little bit more affordable to purchase them individually. If you've got the money and $40 is not a big deal, then you can buy all 6, and you also get a 2-ounce bottle of paint with that. So we decided the hearts are going there. All right, I'm going in. Whoa. Do you have that fear of burning yourself? Okay, one more, and then we'll just, like the jewels, I like to just put kind of randomly. It just gives some sparkle to the card. And then, let's see, I need to punch holes and decide where. Oh, I just did that. Okay. I only need one hole, right? So maybe now that's going to determine where that jewel's going to go. Another thing I could do is, oh no, that looks weird. maybe put that there and just kind of have one here. What time is it? I have 10 minutes. Oh, I have 10 minutes. I'm good. So you could poke out both holes if you want to make it a band. Oh, I could do that, right? Put my tag, just let it hang there. And then Tom's wife, my friend Ann, if she wants to, you know, she could hang it up. Because what I've been doing is I have been tying this close to the card. But if I did it the other way, let's see, then it becomes a banner. Right? Would that be weird? I would tie it. All right, let's just go for it. Let's make it a, but right, I can still tie this close to the wood piece. Like that, right? Bring this one over. Closed up my hole. Okay. All right. That way I've got, and I can, right? It's a cute little banner. You know, I use, like what are they called? I don't know if they're calling them thumbtacks anymore, but like a thumbtack as my hanger when I hang my stuff up. All right, so that would be kind of cute. I could, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that, right? It becomes part of the flower. Put the heart on the tag. That actually was always my intention. One heart for my tags. You guys, you need to do what works for you. My tag gets a heart. You like it, Tammy? A push pin. Yes, thank you, Priscilla. A push pin. Oh, these kits are the best, and the price point is, thank you, Callie. That means a lot to me. Callie was the recipient of one as well. And I just, I really, I enjoyed making them, but more than anything, I enjoyed giving them. So if we have time, because I'm almost done here, maybe we'll just do a little drawing. We'll give one of the little kits away. It could be the, what are the 5? I love, ever since I started following Royal Funky Junk, and you know, a lot of you know Kathy, she's the one that really, really turned me on to using rhinestones and bling. And I think it just brings, I'm not real girly. I guess I was when I was little or whatever, but now I don't consider myself real girly. But there's something about diamonds. I love Ask Mr. Pixie. He's already told me I no more diamonds. But I love precious stones, I guess, right? Gemstones and things like that. So what do you think? Do you like it? All right, so since we've got 6 minutes, I'm gonna do is after, oh, I can go around those. So after the live, I'll go ahead and seal everything. We won't, I don't think I've got time to do that right now. And then I'm going to try my hardest to write real pretty, like happy birthday, Tom, or something like that. You know, he might think this is a little girly, but you know, oh well. It's gonna go with his bottle of rum, so he'll like the rum. Right, all right, so let me, one more time. There we go. Lindy, what do you call that? The money shot? I'm super pleased with it. There are, like, if you're new to our page, I'm going to just bring you up here. I can show you real quick our new kit. We just launched it. Cards from the Heart. I did the bird today. And these are the 5 designs. I'm trying to see. Oh, I can't see. There's the watering can, the bee. Oh no, okay, now I'm correct. Ladybug, the bee, the bird. You got to go opposite because I have my camera flipped the other way. There's a watering can, a butterfly, and a flower. So which is your favorite? Tell me right now, what's your favorite? And maybe I do have time to just kind of mess around with while you're telling me what your favorite is, because I'm going to need to scroll. I could be putting some force field since I've got the time. I've got 5 minutes. We don't like to have too much time in between presenters, but tell me your favorite, and I'm going to scroll. I'm going to pick somebody, and whatever your favorite is, okay, can we say favorite other? No, I think I might have a bird, an extra cutout. So even if you pick the bird, that's fine. You know, I'm just all about making y'all happy. Y'all happy, you all happy. Okay. So keep going. Tell me your favorites, because we've got some time here to kill while I put my sealer back down on the top, and then I'm going to pick a name, and I'm going to be sending you one of these. You'll have to make sure when I call your name out, that you message me your address. Very, very important, because I can't ship something without an address. If you have purchased from us in the past, then I'll have it. But I still, if you don't mind messaging me anyway, I'd appreciate it. That's like just in case. Because what's happened in the past is I know you as your Facebook page, and they're not always the real names, right? We have aliases. I don't. Unless you want to call it Paint Pixie my alias. All right. Oh, 3 minutes. Okay. We're almost there. Just a quick coat, and I should have blown off the excess. All right. Okay. Here we go. Better keep that up. Keep that up. That'll be fine. Alrighty, let's swipe. So make sure you tell me what your favorite is. I'm just going up and back. I'm up and back. Which is your favorite? Because if I pick your name, that's the one you're getting. No. I think I've gone too far up. I'm sorry. I'm such a dork. Okay, tell me your favorite, you guys, because I keep picking people who didn't give me a favorite. Okay, one more time, because we only have a minute. Butterfly, bee, flower, watering can, bird. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I'm going to have to just pick somebody. Okay. Maureen Peterson, you won the bird. There we go. Finally got somebody. I was finally able to stop on someone's name. So you're going to be getting a bird kit, Maureen. And I do know I have your address, so honestly, you don't have to message me at all. Maureen, you've been such a great customer. We really appreciate all the support, but we appreciate all of you, whether you're able to afford to buy anything from us or not. The fact that you're here means more to me than anything. All right, have a great day. Next up is Christine from Reimagineered for Your Home. I knew what her name was. Bye, everybody.